Hello, Dot Hackers. Today we have an unboxing video for you. This one comes from Japan. This was purchased with FromJapan, the service. And the items I purchased here were from Mercari and Yahoo auctions. It's a pretty small box, so there's not much to show today. But what I do have to show is pretty rare. Alrighty, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so let's begin with the main item. This item here, I've been searching for a long time. It's actually pretty easy to find. However, for whatever reason, it tends to be overpriced, in my opinion. This item typically gets listed for $200, which I don't agree with. First of all, this is a promotional item that was given away for free back in 2002. All you had to do was participate in a special event. And that event belongs to this. This is Hackey. Hackey. Hackey is a free publication magazine that you received once a month at the bookstores. You would walk in, pick one of these up, and learn more about Hack in terms of the video games, the animes, the mangas. And so on the back of this, you'd see this. There's a little punch card, kind of, or a stamp card, if you will. You take the stamp card to the bookstore where you pick these up, and you get your stamp for the month. Now that stamp card looks like this. And then here, you'd fill up your stamps. Once you had a completed stamp book, as you see right here, you were given a prize, a reward for your achievements. And that's this. So what is this, on average, $200 item? Well, quite simply, this is a notebook. Just a plain, simple pad of paper. And they really package this well. Just a plain pad of paper. That's all it is. You just write your notes, your messages, or whatever you want, your school notes, on this pad of paper. That's all it is. And then you just tear off your sheet when you're done. There's nothing special about this except for it has this cover that shows the Hack logo here with Kite and a few of the Hackers. On the top, it's just a blank white. The back, just a blank white. And there's not really a pattern on the bottom. But that's all it was. And then on every single sheet of paper, there's a Yuki Sadamoto kite sketch with the Hack logo at the bottom. And that's all it is. So, this is, again, very rare. Just in terms of it coming by, but when they do come by, again, they're very expensive. I would put this around $20 at most, not $200. But that's my opinion. And obviously these listings keep on getting listed for days and days on end, and they never move. So they just sit there. And everyone else who wants to sell one, they see it too, and they just leave it up there as well at that same price. So there's a bunch of these listings for $100 to $200 on average. Now, once I almost bought one, or I should say I did buy one once on Mercari for $16 or $20, somewhere in between there. And then the seller, I guess, realized what they sold me, or maybe they made a mistake and didn't realize they forgot to move the decimal, and they were intending to sell it to $1,600 or $160 or $200, and then they canceled and refunded my order. So that sucks. So I could have had that a long time ago. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be, but I did find this one somewhere about that same price I was going to pay the last time by itself. So, next item here is Dothack Sound and Song Tracks. This is just a fancy hard case, cardboard actually, to store all your soundtracks for Dothack. Now, in the US, they did have one that was blue purplish design with Dothack sign characters on it, but this is the Japanese version. So this one was available in Japan, and then the other case was the North American one that you got from Dothack sign limited edition. I forget which one. I want to say it was the second to last one. And oh, that's weird. Not sure why I have Chobits on here. I believe that music group was also used for Dothack Legend of the Twilight, but not sure what this is in here for. But the main part was this. This is the whole thing I got this lot for. Not the soundtracks themselves. I already have them. But I just didn't have that case. And looks like they're all here. That's A2. Okay, it does say 2. But this doesn't belong here. This is an interesting item to toss in. Usually it would be Dothack Extra, the soundtrack. That would go in this set, not this Chobits. But again, my objective was this box. So that was accomplished. Alrighty. And the next items. Now, these items are very rare compared to some of the other items you see here. One, when they do get listed, they're usually listed one item at a time. Sometimes you get lucky and you might find 2 of them listed together, but not as a whole set. So I was able to get this as a complete set. Pretty sure this is all of them. Pretty sure I'm not missing any. I could be wrong. But anywho, so that came out 2002. I forget when that came out, but these items also came out 2002. That was June. These came out July. They were posted on the CyberConnect 2 official website when they came out. But here they are. There's 4 there. I'm pretty sure... well, there might have been just 2 for these. Okay, so this is Dothack sign, and it's Subaru, and these are buttons. There's a Tsukasa one. This one's Kite. Black Rose. Mistral. And Elk. Now, these came out, I believe they were sold by Mavic. Let's see. Yeah, Mavic is it's the publisher of these items, but they were on the CyberConnect 2 website back then. They were part of these sets, as you see right here. We had the pencil boards, the postcards. These are postcards as well. And then we had the telephone cards. This is a telephone card for making long distance calls. And then these are all licensed by Mavic. And these are the AP cards. Got Balmung, Black Rose, Elk, and Kite. These are just AP collection. They're just like a trading card, basically. But these were the complete set. I don't believe I'm missing anything. Not that I can remember. But they came out all together at the same time on the same day. So that's why I'm showing you what the complete set looks like. And this is the last items I needed for that set. So that's it for today's collection. Not very much to show, but still, these are all pretty rare items just to see here together. So it's quite interesting to see them all here all at once, especially because how to get some of these items. For example, like I said, you had to do the whole membership stamp card thing just to get that item right there. And I'm sure by now a lot of these originals were already used and tossed away. So it's just finding one in this good condition is pretty rare. This does come with a paper note. Unfortunately, mine does not. And this, I don't remember how this was giving away. I want to say it was sold by itself, but you have to buy the soundtrack separately. And then these guys were sold individually. So that's it. That's all I have today. And thank you for watching. Leave a comment of which item was your favorite. And if you have any questions about any of these items or any other Dothack merchandise, leave those in the comment as well. And be sure to subscribe so you can find more of these rare treasures from the Dothack era of anime, video games, and manga. And thank you for watching.